Hey there, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About. Hi, I'm Kim C. Lee, and I'm the host of this program. If you'd like to catch us live, you can find us on Instagram Live on Thursdays at 7 o'clock p.m. or 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In today's episode, we'll be talking to Hazel-Ann Lynch. She's the island writer who just can't seem to put the pen down. Hey you all. Happy Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I think so. Sometimes the days go by so fast that it's hard for me to keep up. Anywho, we are here tonight. We are going to be talking to Hazel, our island writer. I will wait for her to pop in here, but for those of you who are joining a little bit early, my name is Kim C. Lee, and I am a children's book author. I also do some content creation, web design, and Canva workshops. This is part of our series called Let's Talk About. It's a new series, just testing it out as a way to meet new people, see what they're about. And if you enjoy what you hear from them or you want to support them, you can go out and follow them, check out their books if they're authors, check out their products or services if they offer those. And then also I'll say if anyone on here wants to do one of these chats, please just send me a DM. We are already booked until June, the end of June, I believe. But I'm welcoming anyone to jump on. It's really fun to meet more people and learn about them and give them a platform where they can be exposed to other people. So just send me a DM if you want to get on. It looks like Hazel is here. Let me grab her here. And if you have any issues joining, Hazel, just let me know. Instagram is not always the friendliest of things, but we will figure it out. Oh, hey, how are you?
I am fine. How are
Good.
you?
Welcome.
Are you hearing me?
Okay. Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I think there may be a delay of some sort, so we'll try and figure it out. But I know the last time we did this, there was some sort of delay, so people were hearing us talk over one another. So as a plan for this, let's pause for a moment. I'll pause for a moment and then let you respond, and we'll go back and forth just so we can avoid hitting on each other. So again, welcome.
Yes.
For those of you who are joining, this is our Let's Talk About series, and today we will be talking to Hazel. I'm going to give her a moment to introduce herself in a bit. But for those of you who do not know me, my name is Kim C. Lee, and I'm a children's book author. I teach Canva workshops, and I'm a content creator, and I do some website development. So if you would like to support Hazel after you hear from her, please go out and follow her. We'll provide her socials and so forth. And anyone else, if anyone is joining and you want to get in on this, I hope that these are a lot of great conversations. Just send me a DM and we'll schedule you right in. So Hazel, are you ready?
I think so.
Okay. And I know you're nervous. Don't be nervous. I know when I started doing lives, I was so nervous and I couldn't. Now they have an option where you can practice, but I was so nervous. But you know, this is going to be a casual conversation, so just take a deep breath, and we will get into it. So let's start this way. We are going to have you introduce yourself. So tell us who you are, what you do.
Who I am and what I didn't hear the last
and what
part.
you do.
Oh, hi, good night, everybody. Good day, good morning. I don't know what part of the world you're looking from. My name is Hazel-Ann Lynch, and I'm an independent author of one book. But in the day, I work in a souvenir and craft shop. And at night, I'm an author.
Okay, and where are you? And where are you located?
In the beautiful Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh, beautiful weather down there. I have several friends from Trinidad. So you guys have really good food. And I haven't made it down there to visit myself, but one day. And I hear that I should also try to get down there for Carnival. So
it's the best.
Yes. So hopefully, I don't know if I'll be rocking the little skimpy outfits, but I would definitely like to come and partake in the festivities one day.
It's beautiful. Any time of the year, really. Christmas, Carnival, it has so many different holidays and occasions, you know, so you can't miss it. And the weather is great unless it's raining. We don't have snow, sleet, rain or sun.
Real sun, nice and warm, and beautiful water too, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
We do, we do.
So when we were preparing for this, I asked you, how do you want me to describe you on the post for this? And you said the serial writer. So can you tell everyone why or how you became known as the serial writer?
Well, that I give a friend to do I think it's a press kit, and she said I'm a serial writer. And every time I look at that, I laugh because I find it so funny. You hear about a serial murderer, those kind of things. So I was like, a serial writer? Like, why would she say that? But then it kind of, I guess, makes sense. I mean, I write all the time. I don't know. I don't know. I just find it's nice. But like when I was in New York, people used to call me the author that writes fairy tales, the fairy tale author.
So are you
I like
from?
that.
So you're in Trinidad. Are you Trinidadian, or you just lived in New York for a short period of time?
Yes, I'm Trinidadian by birth.
Okay. All right. And so
I'm Trinidadian.
how often do you write? Are you writing for hours every day? Do you write every day?
Sometimes, but sometimes I don't write for a long time. And sometimes it's like, oh my gosh. I don't know what it is sometimes, but sometimes I do. I try to do it every day. And sometimes I will have a break, like I'll realize, like, wait, it's been a month and I haven't jot down not even a dot or comma. So I try to really do something at least every day, even if it's a line, a couple of thousand words or something, just to keep it going, and motivate yourself. Because sometimes it could really things could happen in life and it could really take over, you know.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah.
I totally relate to that. I've heard of some people that actually they have a schedule for writing, but I can't commit to that. So I just write as I can and
Yes.
am just settled with that. And a lot of the times I just write when I'm moved to do so. So whether it's on my phone or, type something up really quickly on my computer or even write something on a post-it note, I'll do something like that. How do you write?
Well, I cannot do the phone thing. The phone thing is beyond me. I cannot write. I'm a slow texter. So I like to do it. A pen, a pencil, and a book is my go-to. I love writing in a actual book
Yeah.
or the computer. But the book, to me, there's nothing better than a book. A book and a pen or whatever,
Pen and
that's the
paper.
best.
Yep, pen and
Yes.
paper, old school. Yes, definitely. So you
Yeah.
wrote a book, Señor Fluffly, and I actually downloaded your book after reading it, and I thought it was hilarious. I didn't know what to expect, but the description says that it's a bougie cat, basically bourgeois cat that is being forced
Yes.
to move from Paris to New York. So it almost sounds the character almost sounds a little bit like Garfield, not in the terms that they're moving, but the humor that's behind it. So can you tell us a little bit more about your book, your current book, who it's meant, who it was written for in terms of like age? Is it children? Maybe, I don't know if it's like middle school students or younger students, that sort of thing.
Well, it's written for like children from 9 years onwards, but anybody can read it, I believe, because it have no. Well, the only word it really have in it is heifer, which I don't know why, but I love that word so much that I've included it in all my work. You know, not like really the description of what it means, but something about the sound of the word I just like. I think when I write for all ages, but you have to be politically correct, like what age you're writing for to know what genre your book fit in and stuff. So I will say from 9 years old. I don't know if that is middle grade. Since I come back to Trinidad, I can't remember what is middle grade, what is what, and what is what. But from 9 years old, yes. I
And
don't
so,
think I'm reading unless it's a book that a child cannot read. But I think we should be able to read whatever,
yes,
unless it have really,
I
yeah.
do. I do
Because I
agree. You
think
should be able
reading,
to. Mhm.
yeah, I think knowledge, reading gives you so much knowledge, you know, about every and everything in your house. One thing with reading, you don't need a passport. a visa and luggage, and it takes you wherever you want to go. You just sit down in Istanbul, Pakistan, India, Malta, wherever. You're on a journey with a dragon, or so, you know, whatever. You could be that person, the antagonist, whoever, the bad guy, the good guy, somebody in love, or what, I don't know.
Yes, I can see
It
you
takes you.
also, you talk about it, you're really feeling it. So I can definitely see that coming through. Tell us what inspired you to write Señor Fluffly. Where did you get this idea for this bougie cat?
Well, actually, I had no idea. I was in Grand Army Library one day, and we had just did a completion of some um book, and I got a piece in it, and that's my first story of Señor Fluffy. I don't have the book; I lent it out, and I and this guy called Bryce was speaking, and I looked into the book and I said, "Oh, this book is so nice." And it had photographers, all kind of people, and I was like, "Wait, this is what it is to be an author. I could get accustomed to this kind of lifestyle." So when I look into the book, I saw his pseudonym was Señor Fluffy, and Kim, I don't know what it was, but I felt like something came over me. I don't know what it was, but I felt like I was like a little child and I'm jumping up and down. I knew I wasn't jumping up and down, but I just felt so excited. And then I said, Bryce, is this your pseudonym? He said, yes. I said, well, tell me, how did you get this? How did you get this? Up to now, I don't know what Bryce told me. Because that thought, I don't know if it's the voice of inspiration, what it was, but that thought is just like I should write a story about a bougie French cat, not a poodle. The voice was very specific, not a poodle, a French bougie cat, but his name must be Señor Fluffy, and he's French. You know, it's like the story just came into my mind, and I just asked, anybody have paper? Nobody had. I said, well, give me some napkins. I got so many napkins. And I just started to write right there at the function. And the cat is like he pays rent in my head. He never leaves.
So when I was reading, I could hear your accent. So which made it even better. Would you be able to read a small snippet of it for us?
Of course, I always want to read my book. You have anything in particular?
If you have it in front of you, if you can just read a small portion, just so people can hear it. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I'm so happy. The beginning, maybe the beginning.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you can read the beginning. A few lines of the beginning.
Okay. I could just read the first paragraph, maybe.
Okay.
You will tell me when you're ready for me to stop, because I could go on and on.
Okay, so
the first chapter
go ahead and start when you get ready.
Okay. It's called Seriously MDB. MDB stands for Madame Dubois, who is the cat's owner. I, Señor Fluffy, am mystified that my owner, Madame Dubois, is hell-bent on going to New York City, that concrete jungle of all places. I cannot wrap my whiskers around the idea of moving from Paris, the city of lights, where I was born, bred, and living a life of privilege, to embracing the unknown. Here I have butlers and housekeepers at my beck and call. The top floor for myself, toys, and several varieties of catnip. I'm accustomed to water flowing in from the Swiss Alps, fresh cow's milk, caviar, salmon, pâté, and whatever my heart desires. I, Señor Fluffly, feel sumptuously every day. Well, I tried to do that in my French accent, which is really my Trinidadian accent.
But I love it. It comes through. I hear it. So do you have an audio book for this?
No, not as yet. Some people tell me they're not buying the book unless I get an audio book for it with it, because they just want to lie down and listen to me read to them.
Yes, I
because
like
they find my voice.
Yeah, I like to.
Really?
You give it a whole other dimension when I hear your voice reading it, and I think because I had already heard your voice when I was reading it, I could hear your voice when I was reading it, and that made it more special to me. Oh. So yes, so for those who are on the line, if you are interested in Hazel's book, where can they find your book?
Well, if any part of the world, you could get it on Amazon. Amazon. If you're in Trinidad, you can get it on at Scribbles and Quills in Shagwana, sorry. Fine print bookstores at 32 Charlotte Street, Valentina Chic, Titi in Curep, and Paper Base at Normandy Hotel. For
And
now. Maybe pretty,
oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Maybe pretty soon in Brooklyn. Ooh.
And you're in the New York Public Library, right? I hope we didn't lose you. Are you in the New York Public Library?
I'm in the New York Public Library also. I'm in some libraries in Manhattan and some in Brooklyn. A few. So yes, if you all could go there and borrow the book, and please leave a review and tell me what you all think honestly.
Yes.
So
you guys know where to find her. So I have another question for you. So as an island writer, what is that experience like? Are there any challenges that may be unique to you as an island writer versus someone who's on, I guess, the mainland of the U.S.?
Well, you see, I never published any. I don't have nothing to compare to it. I never published anything away myself. I got I have 6 short stories actually that were published in New York through what is this thing? Brooklyn? Oh no. Writer. I can't remember. Oh gosh, so bad. It's through the library, but it's gosh, what's wrong with me? Oh.
It's okay. You can, if you can't remember, you can let me know, and I can.
Okay, something writers. Yeah, New York Coalition Writers. Sorry, New York Coalition Writers. Okay. Yes, and I have one with Voices of Lefferts. So I didn't do anything. I just wrote it, chose my stories, and you know that's a very good experience. Thank you, Prospect Lefferts Garden. Somebody say anyway. But I don't have anything to compare to because I never did anything myself in New York. But in Trinidad, and I don't know a lot about the publishing world and stuff. I'm just learning a lot of stuff. But I think marketing is very, don't just learn about publishing your book and getting it out there. Learn a lot of, what you have to do behind the promoting, the marketing, the advertising, because I think marketing is really tough. It's really tough. But I try all different ideas. Whatever pops into my head, I go with it. I like to think outside the box. Yes. I like to do strange things. Oh, I don't know if it's strange, but something different and with a flair maybe. Just like Señor Fluffly, he don't like a little box. He don't like a box on the whole. So I'm just like that. I don't like to be, because sometimes people ask me if I'm a kid's author, and just say I'm an author, because I never know when I'll get the urge to write a different story, or something not for kids, or so I just say I'm an author who like to write things for children.
So, what's the craziest thing you've done to market your book? What's the craziest thing you've done?
I don't know if I ever did anything crazy. Basically, crazy. I'll have to think long and hard about that.
Say most. I don't think I. What about most creative thing?
Oh gosh, I'm so excited to be on this interview that my brain's like it's tough working after I came on. But I don't know, like if people come into the store where I am, the first thing I tell them, I introduce myself. I'm an author. I'm a local author. And this is my first book. I introduce them to Señor Fluffly, and I tell them a lot of stuff about him and stuff. And people are just engaged. Some of them, they just watch the cover and they buy it and they're intrigued that I'm a local author. Sometimes they're not from the country. They could be visitors, but they're intrigued by that. And then a story about a cat. It have a lot of cat lovers, dog lovers, all kind of pets. But I don't think I ever really did crazy thing. Sometimes what I will do is to take this cat, like Tobago, we went to Tobago. I'll put I'll make a scene. I'll ask like the people who sell like coconut water. I go and buy the coconut. I'll put a straw in the coconut and I'll do like if he's drinking the coconut water himself. One time I did that. People thought I was actually filming a movie. I just went up by the man truck with a coconut, like just this minute. And then I turned around, I was saying a lot of chattering. When I turned around, it was like 40 people behind me. I said, but how could this be? I just got here. And I hear people behind say, oh my God, look, the cat drinking coconut water. And I was like, lady, this is a crochet cat. This cat cannot drink water. Yes, but look at the cat drinking water. So let me leave that lady, but she must be not. They were so intrigued to see this cat drinking coconut water. But I had to tell them, well, like a million times, it's not a real cat. So they asked me for filming a movie. Maybe I should have just said yes, but it was so inspiring just to see how people were just getting on to see this. Drinking, had a straw in his mouth. So it really looked like he was holding the straw with a coconut and put a rubber band, and, to make it look real. But it was so, like, marvelous, inspiring to see how people were getting on just to see a crochet doll. And I was like, maybe I'm onto something.
Yeah.
So I tried to take him to different place, put them in peculiar position, doing something, reading the newspaper, eating doubles, eating roti, or some kind of thing, talking to somebody, climbing a coconut tree, or doing something different. So I'm trying to go different places and just put him in, because the next book is based on him coming to Trinidad and Tobago, and then go Trinidad and Tobago, yeah.
You should,
Yeah.
I think, because you have an animal as part your character, you may be able to do some marketing or partnerships with pet focused organizations or
I tried. I didn't try a lot. I just try a few places, like people who make like Purina dog chow and those places. I tried and they weren't interested. But I say, okay, pretty soon you will be interested, so you better take that deal now. I don't know. I'm very bold when coming to my book and out there like that. I'm really shy. Some people say I'm not. But when coming to something I love and I'm passionate about, I really try to get out there as an author, meet people, let them know what I do, what I write, and just get to know people and see how I could move forward more.
Yes,
and do different things.
To toot your own horn. I think that's the way you get recognition and people get familiar with your book, right? So what is next? What are you working on another book, or do you have something else coming up?
I'm working on 2. Yes, I'm bold. I'm working on 2. Part 2 of Señor Fluffly, his time in Trinidad and Tobago. And I'm working on Not So Charming After All, a tale. It's really based on Cinderella, the Big Bad Wolf, and some of the characters which we grew up on, but in a modern time. Yeah. Okay. And it's pretty hilarious, yes. But that is for teenagers because it's a little naughty. Not too naughty, but not naughty like naughty, but a little naughty, And yes, I use the word heifer in there too. So no, but it's pretty funny because to me, growing up, right? When I was growing up, I'm a person, when I read a story, it's like it don't finish there for me. I always think about, well, what happened afterwards. And I have a thing, when I read a story, like growing up, storybooks, why you see characters like see like it has 20 chapters. Why do they have all the same color clothes through the whole book?
Yeah, so
that was something yeah. So yeah, so I try to work on a lot of things that I think about, like when I was growing up, because I think a lot of people like me want to see different things, put on a different outfit today. I don't know if I'm weird, but I like to think of when a book finished for me, it isn't done. I always think about the characters. What if, what happened after this story? Anything, and I think that is how my stories come into my head or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if people want to find you online, where can they find you? Can you tell them what your Instagram handle is, and if you have a website, what your website is?
Señor Fluffly also have his Instagram handle, which is Fluffy_Señor. Mine is my name back to front, Lynch Hazel-Ann. I'm a writer and I couldn't think of anything. My Facebook page is just author Hazel-Ann Lynch or Hazel Lynch. My Twitter is Lynch H 167 Island Girl TT, and I don't tweet. So I have I have a YouTube channel. It's at Chatterbox Chronicles 9711, but I don't really do a lot there. But soon, yeah.
But they can find you
I think
everywhere.
that
You have good coverage.
yes, yes, everywhere. I try to be everywhere, getting people face. Like I don't want them to forget this cat and whatever else I'm doing, just be there.
Yes, yes,
You know.
definitely. So
Yes.
I am so thankful that we got a chance to talk. You have such great energy. I am going to be looking forward to hearing your audiobook because I can see myself listening to the audiobook and laughing along while I'm in the car or something like that. So please work on the audiobook. I would love to hear it. And I will make sure yes, and I will make sure I add all your socials to the post when I drop it. For anyone who is on the line, if you would like to learn more about Miss Hazel, please make sure that you drop by her page, start following her, check out all of her socials, check out Señor Fluffly. And now that you've heard her voice, consider read it in her voice. It adds a whole other dimension to the story. And then look out for her books to come. So we'll have someone else in the next week coming. I think MJ is up next week. So we'll be dropping some posts for that to let you guys know when that discussion is going to happen. And thank you so much for joining us. Miss Hazel, thank you again for joining us as well. And until next time, thank you.
Thank you for having me. Have a good night. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.